Hello, hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Wednesday night's Messages of Love from Above. Hope you guys had a great Monday and Tuesday. And I always miss coming on. I know I have to rest and balance, but I miss you guys. So I'm always glad to be back on Wednesday nights, especially. It's like the reunion. So thank you guys for being here. Before we get started, I do want to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me, whether you're watching live or on replay, we can all join together outside of space and time and send that beautiful love out to the world. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And just let that love cascade down and fill us up like a chalice till it overflows out to the world. And we send that beautiful love to surround the planet, that it may just flow upon the land, across the seas, the air, fill the entire world full of unconditional love. May every heart that's ready to increase that love vibration, may it be sparked to go higher and higher and higher, taking us all closer to a beautiful realm of unconditional love. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love today for your heart, for your mind, your body, for a loved one, a relationship, a situation, whatever it may be, we send love to you right now as well. Take it in like a giant group hug from spirit and your posse of support on the other side, knowing you are never, ever alone. You're always surrounded. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that and for allowing me the space for that. Before we get into the reading, as always, I just like to make sure everyone is aware that every week I do give away a at least one person recorded reading. Sometimes, like this last Monday, last minute spirit was like, throw in a 15-minute bonus one. And I love it. I love giving away things. So you know me. So I'm planning, I changed, here's the link to the video. Every Tuesday I put out the video for the following Monday on what I'm giving away and how you enter it and all that. And I was guided by spirit to change it up. Instead of giving away a 1 hour person recorded reading, I'm giving away two 30-minute person recorded readings, because then there's a chance for two people to win, at least two people to win. And I usually go beyond the 30 minutes anyway. But so if you're interested in getting into those, I also in this one talk about a monthly giveaway that I'm going to start up. And it all has to do with the April, like the monthly zodiac sign readings that I put out, each month. And here is the link to those if you need those. If you haven't checked out your April reading yet for your zodiac sign, and you can check out your rising sign, your moon sign, whatever aspect of your life you want to check out, you can check those out there. And then each week I put out at least one pick a card reading. And one came out this morning for the Aries new moon solar eclipse that is coming up. We also have Taurus season starting tomorrow. So happy birthday to all you Taurians coming up. And then also we're going into full blown Mercury retrograde. We were in the pre shadow. And so we are, of course, going through that as well. So this pick a card is all about what are all those energies bringing you. So I love it. So that is the announcements. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about right now. So let me get rid of that, and we'll get my desktop all set up here, and then we will get into the readings. So I hope everyone is having an amazing day or night wherever you're out in the world. And if you're new to my channel, how I handle the readings, the free readings, I do go down the chat in order, first come, first serve, and there's no special list or anything like that. The chat is the list, and what else I was going to say? Oh, you don't if you don't feel like putting your business out there, you can just put in your like ask for a general reading. Spirit knows what you're asking for and wanting, and so they will bring that in. Also, if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange, and I do prioritize those. I bring those to the top, step out of the free readings, complete those. I dive deeper into those as well. And then I return back to the free readings and continue going down there, usually on for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending. So I try to get through as many free readings as I can. To make a donation, any donation amount is great. I know that everyone's finances varies from person to person and for each person day to day. So I don't look at the dollar amount. It's just honoring the energy exchange. And so you can use the super chat at the very bottom, or you can use Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and or Square. All of those are listed in the pinned comment at the top in the description of the video down below as well. I think that's everything. I am going to be using the beautiful Mystic Tarot. So if you like those, that's the one I'm using. And so we'll get started. And I have a donation. So thank you so much, Julia, for your donation. I really appreciate that. I like that. Stop, 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 stop. Thanks, thanks. My divine empathic tarot fiend. You crack me up. Uh, you guys, I appreciate all of your senses of humor and all your love as well. And the combination is great. So, Julia, it looks like here, thank you for your donation if I have not thanked you for that. And you'd like current feelings from your Leo. All right, let's take a look here and see what is the Leo wanting you to know. All right. Anything else? Of course, Leo likes to roar. Let's take a look here and see. Oh, okay. 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 All right. I get it. I get it. So the Leo here is like they recognize. And so the 6 of Wands is like a card of recognition. And they understand. It's like they understand this is what I feel like this is like they understand this is what you want, because this is like the combination of these two kind of show me that. I don't know why. It's the first time they ever did that, but that's great. But it's saying like they recognize, they know that this is what you're wanting, and I don't feel like they are resistant to it. But with the 6 of Cups, and because the 6 of Cups does tell me, 3 cups on each side, it's like there is this emotion that is there. It's like they're showing me the equalness of three on each side. But the 6 of Cups also represents some, some emotions that need to be transformed within them, because they do have the 9 of Swords. So there is some fears, when they see this, it kind of scares the bejesus out of them because they have so many thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have like they have nightmares. So the nightmare insomnia card, so many expectations, so many things, that come in to their mind around, these um I don't know. It's just like they've had so many rules and they've seen so many broken relationships. And I feel like, again, with that 6 of Cups, it means it goes back to childhood, which so it could be parents were divorced and like not in like a let's go our separate ways, but rah, and maybe they ended up with, with mom, or and mom was devastated, and they're like, I never want to be responsible for that, and it makes them like, oh, this is what's going to happen to me, all this stuff, all that stuff that gets sucked into our head. But I like that they are with the Queen of Wands here, I mean the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is, she's the one that she wields that Ace of Swords, which allows them to see things from a higher perspective, but also allows them to slice away and cut away at these small chi truths that no longer serve them. So, I feel like this is like this message of them, really, um, they're in process of questioning these because they're just tired of feeling these blocks, feeling these fears. It's almost, irritating them, that they're feeling that way. Because we've got both the Magician and the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about where we focus our energy is what grows and expands, and they're tired of having the fears grow, and they're tired of feeding them, and that's why they're wanting to cut those out. And the Magician holds on to the Ace, or a magic wand, which allows them to step into their power of what they're focusing their energy on. So I really like this energy for it, because it is that, they like, they prefer this over the nightmare that they've experienced in the past. And I don't know if they've had relationships that ended up horribly, horribly painful. And I wouldn't doubt it with all the stuff I feel like they carried from their childhood. Their inner child will bring in situations to mirror what they need to express and want to transform. So they will bring in the drama on the outside to do that. And so I feel like this is the message coming from the Leo, is that they recognize that, this is what you want. And I feel like they're um getting I would say they're getting brave enough to admit this is what they want. But they're getting beyond the nightmares is what I feel like they're headed towards there. So that is what's coming in right now, Julie. I feel like more and more energy, and they're the ones is the Leo fire energy too. So I feel like they're really taking that oomph, and trying to move forward with it. But definitely, they're not stagnant. The Two of Wands sometimes is like they're standing in the middle of the road, and I'm not sure what I want to do. Am I brave enough to go that right? Though the Magician card is saying they've decided they want to head that direction. So before they can get that, they're getting through the scary forest first. So that is what is coming through right now, Julia. So thank you again for your donation. Many, many blessings to you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You're so generous. All right, I do have another donation coming through on the Cash App. So let me take a look here. And oh, okay. The divine, the divine empathic tarot. Thank you so much for your donation. And let me see. And I think you asked up here. Oh, yeah, there you go. You're a fiend. It just always cracks me up every single time, even when I read it already. So, Divine Empathic Tarot, you are up next for the next donation. Thank you so much. And my fiend, what does Spirit have for you? Let's take a look here and see what Spirit has for you. Okay, with those. And I do want a Path of the Soul card too. I call these this spiritual ink blot test, which you could definitely use one. But there are, I just crack up, because they are fractal imaging, and so whatever you see in it is a special message for you. And then I will read from the book as well. So this is the card. So I'll let you see this and see what you see, and I'll see if I can get it to focus in a little closer without it getting too glary. They're very glossy. Okay. It is card number 14. And they're a little short and sweet. So of course you can see the footprints in there. It actually looks like my little walking in love logo. But it says you have beautiful intentions of doing well in this world and have a lasting and positive effect on the planet. This was a part of the divine plan you created for yourself before you came here. And those inner aspirations you feel and the daydreams associated with them are the whisperings of your soul calling you to your purpose. This is all part of your journey. The time has come to take the steps necessary to set this dream in motion. Ah, very good. Yes. And that makes sense too, right? Set it in motion for sure. And okay. Wow. All right. So you have the high priestess here, which of course this represents soul purpose. The definitely the footprint that you're leaving upon the world has to do with your ability to connect to spirit, to step beyond the veil, behind the veil, dive deep into emotions. So your ability to channel in so many different ways. I feel like you have just a toolbox of ways in which you can help people both spiritually, emotionally transforming emotional energies. And if you haven't thought of getting into hypnotherapy, I feel like they're guiding you to that too, if that resonates for you. Because you do have, with these coming in here with the death card, I'm sorry, the death card and the wait, no, that was right. I had the death card and the devil card. The death card is about endings and new beginnings and transformation, that is happening in your life and has to do with the devil card is the shaking and the rattling of the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you've had that have kept it, it's what keeps us restricted. And that's even in spirituality. I know that um, when I first started getting into, metaphysical new age, this was what it was back, a couple decades ago. When you start to like read stuff, there's a lot of restrictions that the human will put on belief systems. And ritual is great. Ritual, if ritual expands your energy and your faith and your trust and your energy, excuse me, then I totally support ritual and doing things. But if it limits us, like I know when I first started reading cards, there was individuals, oh no, 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 you can't let anyone touch your cards. And I'm like, oh, I do it every reading to get their energy on the cards to have it come through. And they're like, and I'm like, that doesn't feel right. And so if it enhances them, that's great. But if they're like, I can't do readings because I lost my smudge stick, that's not. And I feel like this is kind of the some of the clearing away of things, that comes through. Um, it's like, okay, this is feels limiting. I'm releasing that because anything is possible. I cannot limit the creator and spirit. We try to put creator and spirit in a box and they crush all our boxes because they're too big to fit in to any human boxes that we try to put them in. So I like this for you. And there's this clearing, this reboot, this restart, this rebirth, this it's like you're going to a new level. And I like that for you. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles normally is like the slowest moving knight, but I feel like this is like you've waited and you've gone through the patience period, and now that period is over. I feel like the fruition is coming in for you now. And, especially with this, birthing and this fruitfulness that is coming in this card here. See if I can get it to focus a little better. Come on. There it goes. So I just love it. It's just birthing from inside of you and outward, right? So I really like this for you. Definitely it's time to shine, time to put more of your footprint upon the earth and to take those steps to move forward. And so I like that. You know, they're showing me the what is it? It was a Harry Potter, and it's the one where Hagrid, I think that's how you say his name, was teaching for the first time, and he brought this scary not a scary beast. It was like I think it was like a horse type of creature, and he asked for a volunteer, and everyone behind him stepped backwards so that he was forward. And I kind of feel like that's almost a little bit of what Spirit is doing is like not that you don't have the bravery to do it, but they're just kind of like shoving you forward a little bit, saying it's time, and it's like okay, because I feel like you've been having like this, be patient, it's coming, be patient, it's coming. All right, any day now, and they're like saying, now it's time to move forward, and you're like, okay, well here we go. And it's even like how he was just like, "What did you guys do?" And he's just like, "All right." And then so, he semi reluctantly, but you know how and your energy is all like Harry Potter's that he portrayed in it, that he acted sometimes like, "Well, I can't do it," but he knew inside of him this is who he was and what he wanted to be. So I feel like that's what's coming through for you. So that is what they have for you, my fiend. And I'm excited to see what you're going to do. So I like it. No, I love it. I love it. It cracks me up every time. And I know I love to laugh. So again, thank you so much for your donation and for your sense of humor. Many blessings to you. All right. I think that's all of my donations right now. So we will go to the top and work our way down. So up first, we have Anya Ahuya. Hello, Anya. Hello, hello. And you want to know, how will Juan react when you confess your feelings for him? All right. All right. I laugh because you've got both the moon and the emperor here. And the moon card came out first, which is there's all these emotions, there's all this stuff, but it's hidden. And I'm like, I wonder if he's going to express them. And we have the emperor, who the emperor energy is like Aries energy. And I feel like with this fiery Aries type energy, they're also, the four is a very stable, and an emperor, the emperor energy that's coming through here is that they might be feeling a bunch of emotion on the inside, but what you're gonna see is calmness. You're gonna see steadiness, because an emperor, they don't like to show their hand, is what they're telling me. The emperor likes to, you know, keep people off their game, per se. You know how politics and stuff among the emperors and the kings and all that is, if they're afraid, they can't show it. If they're happy, they can't show it, because that's a tool for the other person to use. And I feel like this is something that they've been taught growing up, is to hide your emotions, because you don't want to give the opponent any advantage. It's like poker. They don't have a poker face, and they learn to just to be, oh, okay, you know, or they'll intentionally show an emotion on purpose for a purpose. But I feel their very emotions are very guarded. I do believe that they'll have emotions on the inside, that they'll feel joy about it, but it's very hidden, very deep, and it's like for you to be able to experience it, you're just like, oh my gosh, am I going to have to learn their tells? In poker, someone has a twitch or something, you can you start to learn the more that you're around them on indications of their emotions, even though they have this facade on. And I feel like that's what you would have to do. It would take time. And you're just like, really? You know, you want someone who is like, very transparent, very trusting, right? Excuse me, but I don't feel one is. I feel one has learned the hard way, as they would say in life, um, to shield and not give away their emotions. So I don't know if you want that, because you want someone. It would take time to get past that wall, because I feel like they're been through a lot of pain and very mistrusting. So that's what I feel is coming through, Anya. So I don't know, cost benefit analysis. Is it worth it for that or not? uh, Up to you, of course. So that is what they have right now, Anya. So many blessings to you. Appreciate you. All right. So Felicia, you are up next. Hello, hello. And thank you so much for the reminder too about thanking everyone for all the thumbs up that you guys give the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thank you guys so much for being part of the Love Tsunami. And thank you, Felicia, for your wonderful reminder. And you wanted to know what are coming towards you in the next couple of weeks. Absolutely. Let's take a look here. See, what does Spirit want you to know about what's coming towards you in the next couple of weeks? Okay. Those two. Let's see what we got here. All right. So, you've got some disappointments here, which is okay. We always going to have these. As long as we have any expectations, we're going to have some disappointments, and that's all right. It's like it's designed. Any of the little pricks that we get in our heart from disappointment, it turns us onto a new path here, because eventually, when we have enough, the full card is like the zero. It's the beginning, this new adventure that we're on, free of expectations, that allows us to cut away things. And so I like this, that this is letting there it results in something great for us. It sheds light on a new path that's more free, where we don't have so many fears and so many restrictions on ourselves about what do I have to do. It's almost like a vacation. If you've ever been on a vacation where plan something for you almost every waking hour, where when you get back from vacation, you feel like you need another one because you just went nonstop the whole time, versus choosing your own vacation where you just are going to a location that has a beach, and your only goal is every day is to wake up late, go have breakfast, go sit out in the sun, go back and have a nap, go sit by the pool, go have lunch, go back and have another nap. This is like, it's like relaxing. That's the kind of adventure. And then you just decide what you want to go do in the evening. Where am I going to explore? I'm just going to go do this because that looks fun. No restrictions, a lot more flowing. And that's what the Four of Pentacles brings into. See here's the chains. The Four of Pentacles shows us that when we look to the outside world to define who we are, we feel unstable because we're told to look in three areas, which are the three areas of disappointment we have here too, which are relationships, situations, and things. We all know, relationships, people change, people pass away, people walk away, so relationships aren't stable. Situations like job, education, social status, whatever, always changing. And then things like our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions, they break down, they blow up, they're stolen, they deteriorate over time. All of those things end up turning us inward, because the outside world eventually, all that instability and all that just disappointments, we eventually turn inward and upward, which is where we find what we are searching for, which is the unconditional love from up above. It is eternal, never ends. It's unconditional, no conditions that we can lose it, nothing we have to do to gain it. It's just ours. That sounds very stable. And when we define ourselves by that, it just changes everything. It does bring us into that fool's journey of like, what an adventure. if I can grasp that I have everything I need inside my heart, then everything else just is above and beyond in an adventure. So I feel like that's what they want you to know. In the next couple of weeks, there's just going to be some things that I've been told are supposed to fill us up and make us feel good. And it's like if it makes us feel good, it's very short lived. It doesn't fill up our heart. We still feel hungry and thirsty around it. So it is a wonderful transformation, though, and I like that for you. So that's what they have for you, Felicia. So many blessings to you. What is important, right? It is the important things that we realize what is important. It's like, well, I hope it's not that I lose someone's love. Well, they can't give you the love you're looking for, right? If like a job or whatever it might be, it's like those are the things that show us truly that it wasn't fulfilling me anyway, right? So, but that's what's coming in. Hey, Intuitive Enlightenment, welcome, welcome. All right. So, thank you again, Felicia. Much love to you. Luna Ray, you are up next. Hello, hello. And you want to know reunion energies coming in for Terry and you at this time. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right. Okay. What do we have here? Well, you've got so you have the Three of Wands, which shows going a different direction. So the energies right now are more that it's you're veering off course and you're choosing to go a different direction. And you've got three odd numbers, which the odd numbers are obstacles and obstructions. If you think of like a six as three on each side, there's this wonderful flow in the middle, but you got a five or a seven. An odd number is a big boulder, a big obstacle that's in the way, right? And we've got the Five of Cups, so there is some, emotions, some hurt feelings, some lower vibrational, emotional energy that is the block that is keeping things from going forward. So either, one of you or both of you have some, hurt emotions, some stuff that's still bubbling under there that is the obstacle, which the Seven of Wands normally is like being seen and set on a hill, but it also has this energy of feeling that you need to defend yourself. And I just feel like, with this energy, there's still some um uh and some emotional energy and some unresolved. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you, Spirit. I was like the unresolved emotional energies and situations. It feels very, with the Wands energy, it's still very fiery. It still is burning within one or both of you. Just some emotions that happened, and then it's almost like when each of you think about emotional stuff that happened, it's like whoosh, the fear kicks in and the defensiveness, and it's like there's almost like two magnets that have the reverse polarity where you try to bring them together and you just can't. It's like this stuff in the middle is what's keeping that energy at bay right now. And that's why I almost feel like you do all the work, all the, the self-reflection, you do all the apologizing, you do all that, and it's like you're just tired of being the one that always has to do that. And I feel like you're ready to be like, you know what? It is. I call it a cost benefit analysis. It's like I look at what I have to do to be in a relationship with someone, if it's a specific someone, and you're just like, I don't know. I'm kind of on the edge here. And I just feel like you're just like, you know what? If it takes this much energy and it's not like I get to be myself, I don't feel like I have to walk around on eggshells. That's the kind of relationship we want, to be able to be you, not worry at any moment if you're going to say something or do something that just triggers them and sets them off, and then they threaten that they're going to reject, or they give you the cold shoulder, or don't answer your text or whatever. You deserve a lot more than that. right? And I feel like that's why you take a different route with the 3 of Wands. That's the energy that's coming through right now, Luna, I know. But we love that they tell us what we need to know, not what we wanna hear, because then we just go through Pupukaka Valley, and when they were like, "Oh, we could have told you to take a different route," and I feel like that's what they're wanting to do. They're like, "You know, that road, it goes down deep, and you'll be up to your neck and even up to your nose and in, garbage," and they're like, "We don't want you to do that. We have a another trail they're encouraging you to go on." So that's what's coming through, Luna Ray. Oh, well, that explains a lot. Right? Those twin flames, it's either all on fire or trying to catch each other on fire. Hang in there. Much love to you, Luna. uh, I am grateful that this lifetime I did not choose a twin flame. All right. LA, hello. You're up next. So you want to know, are you meant to meet KJ, the Aries? A lot of tarot readers scope somebody's like they can. Okay, he's a musician, artist, like everyone always says. All right, let's take a look here and see Spirit. Can you confirm or deny that this Aries is the one? Let's take a look here. With this, I feel like that the Page of Wands is new passion. So if it's someone you already knew, I don't feel like it's them. I feel like you're going to meet someone new. Maybe it's a friend of theirs. But excuse me, I see with the 5 of Pentacles, this is like the cage that I feel like they are in this place here. I kind of feel like um, there's this feeling of abandonment, this feeling of lack that comes with them that I don't feel like that is them. I just feel like there's someone else. This is like, I feel like this is how you would end up with them. But there's this new person, this Aries that comes in. I'm not Aries, but it's definitely a fire sign, so it could be an Aries for sure. But I feel like there's a new uh, fiery person that comes in. Not this one. Maybe they have a twin brother. I don't know. But I don't feel like it's them with those cards. I feel like there's because that's newness, new. So um, if you don't, yeah, I just don't feel like it's them with those cards coming in. So that is what they have, LA. It was very simple with that coming through, right? You are very welcome, Luna. All right, LA. So many blessings. Hang in there. They are a coming. They'll be coming around the mountain, but I do feel it's someone new. All right. So Butterfly A, you are up next. Hello, and you want to describe your next boyfriend in look and personality. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know on your scavenger hunt. I love how they don't want to tell us everything. They want us to be able to go forward and all of that. Well, here you go. Well, here's the 2 of Cups, so you definitely do have that coming in here. And I almost feel like the look of them, I don't want to say like they would be your twin, but I feel like they like a lot of the same ways. Like they like to dress, in the same type of fashion. They like the same type of era. And not that you're goth, but it'd be like if you were goth and you like the dark clothes and all that you would meet them and you're like, oh my God, you really like how they dress and their look and everything because it's the style and era. Or if you like dressing like the 40s, or whatever, that they do it. Or, if you like dressing ultra modern or whatever it is, I feel like it's like a mirror of you in a way, but that you like it because you're like, you've got great taste because it's my taste, So I feel like that, and even like hair color and things like that. I just feel like it's almost mirrored to an extent within within reason. You know what I mean? And I feel with the King of Swords, this is, of course, an air sign. King of Swords, they roll over the mind, but they are also very much, all the kings are given a second portion of air. And so they're very intellectual, very intelligent, very imaginative, great communicator. Um, and I don't feel the energy of like they're like a super, like a genius where they don't have social skills, all those things like they show in movies where they're like, what a do, computer person and whatever, but they don't have any, they can't interact with humans. I don't feel like that. I feel like they're intelligent, and they have a great communicator. With that king, I almost feel like they're in a like a management. They do well with people. So there's other things coming in besides that, the King of Swords, because I do feel like they do have great interpersonal skills, and because of that position there, and they're a great communicator and all of that, if that makes sense. So I feel like that's what they have. So they are very intelligent and they know things and everything. They also have emotional intelligence too, at the same time. But they know a lot of stuff. So they're going to be like walking encyclopedia to an extent as well. So that's what's coming through with that. So that's a little more tidbits. I feel like they had that before, but maybe it's I get air signs come out a lot. But that's what they have for you, butterflies. So many blessings to you. We'll continue moving down the list. Dijona Sturgis, you are up next. I'm just going to go kick some here. All right. So, what does Spirit want you to know right now? Anything else? There we go. All right. So you have the Ace of Pentacles coming out here, which does say that there's going to be some new opportunities that are coming to you in the outside world here. And it has to do with here, though, with the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Swords. I do like this for you because the Ten of Swords, even though it looks kind of painful, the swords are thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, expectations, but the 10 is getting ready to let go of these expectations. And I like this because it means that you're just kind of to the point of being sick and tired of trying to live up to certain expectations, trying to live up to others' expectations, having them live up to yours. And that's why I feel like with the Seven of Cups, which normally is like emotional confusion, I don't feel like that for you. I feel like it's because before, with all the expectations, it's like they would say, you have to choose that star. That's what you have to choose. Supposed to, need to, have to, must choose that star. But you're like, nope, I have all these other choices because I'm taking away all these expectations and I choose this one. So I feel like you're choosing something with this new opportunity opening up in the outside world. And with that Ace of Pentacles, I feel like something recently has triggered you to really look at your worth in a different way into the outside world in a positive way. I just feel like, again, you're just like, if you felt like you've been under someone's thumb for a very long time, I must feel like you stood up to them. Like you were just like, you know what? I'm going to be who I'm going to be. And if you don't like it, you don't have to be in my life. And so I like this energy that's coming in here because I feel like because of that, you're choosing your wish instead of trying to live up to someone else's wishes. So there is this beautiful unfolding, this opportunity that opens up because now you're not limiting the universe and the creator and your spirit team. And so there's this opportunity that comes in that you wouldn't have chosen before, but because of what you've done with your life and your bravery and courage standing up for who you want to be, there's like this new opportunity. So I like it for you. That's what they have for you, Daijonas. So many blessings to you. You are very welcome. We'll continue moving down the list. So Maju Busal, hello, hello. Thank you so much for liking and being a new subscriber. Welcome to the Soul family. Hopefully we'll see you around some more. And so you want to know your in-laws personality in kind of a May month reading. All right. And so for the free readings, I do just pull a couple cards. So we'll try to find out as much as we can within a couple cards for all of that there. So one will be the in-laws. The in-laws personality, Three of Pentacles. I do like that for the in-laws. In fact, is that them right here? But they like to be true to their authentic selves. I feel like they kind of march to the beat of their own drum. They don't do things like everyone else wants them to do, and they're not afraid about like their reputation or who they anger or who gets hurt by them not doing what everyone wants them to do. They're like, you know what? We let everyone do what they want to do, but we have what we want too. And I feel like they stand, uniquely to themselves. So I like that. Very um, almost quirky, but I like it. I feel like they're happy and they're joyful because they're happy being themselves, and they don't let what other people say bother them. So they're just like, oh, so and so said that. They're like, okay, thanks, and then they go about doing what they're doing because they are just, you know, just I just feel like this confidence in who they are, and they're just like, whatever. So I do like that. And for the month of May reading for you, you do have the Ace of Pentacles here. This is new opportunities opening up in the outside world. This is new birth, new growth happening in the outside world. Also, you looking at the way you look at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way as well. So it's very positive, very big. It just feels like, how the seed breaks out of its shell and finally the seedling is making its way to the surface. I just feel this excitement. Yeah, exactly like this. The seedling, down here is broken out of its shell and it's making its way. And I feel like you're breaking the surface into doing something new and just feeling free, this freedom feeling that's coming in with that. So that's what I feel is coming through right now for you, Manju. So many blessings to you. And again, welcome, welcome. All right. And we'll continue moving down the list here. And we are to Spiritual Gifts Diva. Hello. You want to know what is coming towards you? What does Spirit wants you to know is coming towards you? All right. These two cards came flying out. Which is great because you have Wands energy. So this is really about the energy that you have, the power, the fire that's coming out, and the energy that's going out into your life. The Ten of Wands is endings and new beginnings regarding your energy, and the Two of Wands is your choice, your power of choosing where you're investing your energy. And so both of these together are so perfect because the Ten of Wands is about you're no longer choosing to invest all this energy in your life into like too many things, like 10 things, right? 10 of Wands, 10 things. It's like, no, your Two of Wands is you're deciding what is important enough to me to invest my energy. Urgent doesn't necessarily mean it's important. It's you're determining what are the few, what are two things you want to invest your energy into instead of 10. So you're like weeding out eight things that you're investing energy in, whether it's relationships or projects or jobs or ideas or whatever it is. It's like you're almost to the point of feeling burdened and exhausted with where you're investing all your energy. And it's about whittling it down, two things at a time. And you'll get a lot further doing two things at a time than trying to do 10 things at once. because the restarting up of things and being distracted. So it's really about zeroing it down and focus on. I feel like one thing you'd get too bored. I feel like you love multitasking. Do you have ADHD? I know sometimes I feel like I do, where I'm like, I just have so much I want to do that I can't do any of it because I keep on bouncing from each one to each one. And so I feel like maybe, this is like getting down to two. Focus on two things and you'll just get through them fast. And then you can get on to two more things. But it's like, it's important that you finish things. And so it's like doing two by two, uh, is what I feel. So that's what's coming through for you, spiritual gifts diva, right now. So many, many blessings to you. All right. All right, butterfly. We look forward to the update on the fancy man. All right. So up next we have VD Jalan. Hello. So you'd like a general reading. Let's take a look here and see what does spirit want you to know right now. All right. So you do have the Two of Cups, which does talk about the relationship, whether it's romantic or friends or family. It's an important relationship or relationships that are going on in your life that I feel like you are beginning to have this new perspective. You can see the Ace of Swords here. Swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets. Here's the key: you're unlocking your mind and releasing, seeing things from a different perspective, releasing some restrictions and some ideas that you had around what a relationship or friendship or family interactions are supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, blah, 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 blah. It's like you're seeing things differently from a place of unconditional love rather than some old ways that you had, some fears that you had around it. So there is this freedom that's coming from it because you're truly unlocking your mind. And I feel like it's like a, um, a stuffed closet where when you open it up and all the stuff blows out. And I feel like it's like, it just allows you to release a lot of these mindsets that you're just like, I'm just tired of trying to be someone or trying to make someone be something. And you're just ready to have this restart, this fresh mind around relationship, whatever type of relationship it is. But it involves some forgiveness, some letting go of some pain and some disappointment, because I feel like you're at a place that you're no longer wanting to be a vessel of pain because of someone else's actions or non-actions, or words, and or unwords, like unspoken words, that it's like I'm ready just to pour all that out, forgive the person but not forgive the act, right? We will remember always, but I feel like you're letting ready to let some of it go so that you can at least have you become a vessel of love instead of a vessel of pain. So I like that for you, VD. So some good cleansing. And then I'll open that mind again. I just see this closet, like bam, all the stuff falls out and you just clean it out, and you bought one of those organizational shelf thingies, and you're now organizing your mind in a way that you want it, and you're getting all this clutter out of it. So I like it. That's what they have for you, VD. So many blessings for you. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, many, many blessings to you. Hang in there. I know. All right. Self love, you are up next. You want to know what your future upholds for you. All right. We'll take a look here. And so when we do future readings, it's always good just a reminder for us all that it's based on current energy right now. I mean, 15 minutes from now, we can change our minds, and then that changes our future, right? Because that's what's great about cards. Just real briefly, because I did a reading for someone once. This is when I first learned this. This is probably over 20 years ago. When I was reading cards as a baby. I'm just kidding. But I did cards for someone, and they were going through. They were struggling with some um, drinking a lot of alcohol, and they had alcoholism in their family, and he just wanted to know if he continued on this path of what he was doing right now, how would it end up? And he got like the death card. They really meant like spirit was like, you will die very soon. And they had all these dark cards that came out. And then I read for him for a while, and he did some transformational reflection during those couple hours that I was reading for him. And at the end of it, he just had this new hope, this new desire, and he goes, "Just curiosity. I'm going to make some different decisions. And what does my future look like now?" And it was the Sun card. They were all bright and victorious cards, and that I was like, "Wow." So what we can make even within a couple hours, we can change our futures. So that's important to know. Um, so I'm like, if it comes out great cards, it's like, ooh, stay on course. If it comes out different, it's like, I need to make some changes, right? But I like this for you because you've got the star card, which represents wish fulfillment, dreams coming true, King of Cups, balancing emotion and mind, so a balanced future. Um, seeing, and this is the hope card, right? The hope. And this also is a balancing card too, because usually there's like 7 stars on the star card, the original standard tarot, which represents our chakras, balanced energy, balanced world. So really a well balanced future is what comes in here, which I like. And so it's doing the work that you're doing on your emotions and your mind, freeing it, allowing things, allowing this spark, allowing this balance. The star card is a very much Aquarian energy, which is about seeing things in a different way, doing things um, differently too. The Aquarian age, the age of Aquarius that we're in, is all about finding new ways of doing stuff because the old ways don't uh, match up anymore. And so there's kind of this little thing of, we let go of our old ways of thinking, our old beliefs of feeling, where we invest our energy because there's new things. There's a new, it's like being a pioneer, there's a new frontier to head off on. So I like all that for you, but the future does show a wonderful balance of heart and mind and something that feels like dreams coming true. So I like that. So that is what is happening right now for the future. They kind of went like big picture, right? And it's like, I want more detail. All right. So that's what they have right now, self love. So many blessings to you. And up next, we have Stella. And you want to know, what must you know? So, what does the universe want you to know right now? So, let's take a look here and see. What must you know? What does the universe want you to know right now? All right. So I feel like here, you do have you're at the like a crossroads with the 2 of Swords. Like there's something that you need to decide. You're like it's like you're standing on this path, and there's, well, I don't know. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Should I go this way? Should I go that way? And there really isn't this um clear direction to go yet because you don't have all the information that you need yet. And that's why you don't know what decision to make, because it's like when you're weighing things, you're like, well, on one hand, this, well, on the other hand, that. And you're just like, your mind's going back and forth. And Spirit is saying, that it's okay. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. And it's like things are taking time to unfold, and we fear we're going to get disappointed. And if we have fear around making a decision, it's like, you know what, it's okay, allow time to unfold, because you will have all the information you need. If anyone's pressuring you on making a decision, then the decision's no, right? And And then they're like, "Oh, wait," because they want you to say yes, they're gonna give you more time or whatever. But you will know it's gonna be an absolute heck yeah or a hell no, right? And that's like what it's gonna come down to, and the decision to be made. So spirit is like, trust the timing, trust the slowness. There's a reason why things are going slow, and you will get the information that you need. And if it's like, well, I'm under a deadline, then if you don't have the information by the deadline, then the answer is no. And there's something else that will be more for you. But if you jump it and make a decision and just go, okay, I'm going to decide this, then that's where disappointment comes in. That 3 of swords is heartbreak and disappointment. It's like, then it's not gonna turn out the way that you're wanting it to. So that is what they have for you right now, Stella. So hopefully that is helpful, and, many blessings to you. Hang in there. And I just wanna check my sorry, my I normally don't do this, but, we've been having some stuff going on here. Okay. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't any kind of emergency going on. So we are good. And so, Julia, we took care of you already. Thank you. All right. Let me just make sure I haven't skipped anyone. I'm just scrolling down the screen here. All right. So we are to Mez P. Hello, hello. And you want to know anything that's coming your way this week that Spirit feels you need to know. So let's take a look here and see. Okay, that one. And what else? Okay. So you've got this one, and then these two are related. Okay, well, that makes sense. So you got the lovers card coming in here, which does have to do about it's emotional choice. I feel like it's more emotional choice here because I was going to say, it can mean relationship and different things like that. But I really feel like this week is about, the emotional choice card. The lovers card is interesting because it tells us like the first time that children, excuse me, disobey parents, when we're ready to rebel against the rules of the house, is when we have a crush on someone, like we're willing, I have to go see them. I'm gonna break curfew. Or they told me I can't, but I'm gonna go do it anyway, because like Romeo and Juliet, I just have to break the rules. Or if you have a passion for something like a band or a movie or something, it's like when that passion comes up, when we have this desire that's so big that we want to break the rules, that's what happens, right? We're willing to break the rules. Well, I feel like that is what where you're at in your life here, that there is this desire because you have the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles is about getting out of the cage of feeling abandoned, of lack, of being left behind and out in the cold. And it's like you're wanting to break out of the restrictions that you've had in the past, because the 6 of Pentacles is this, um, also this, freedom of worth and feeling like you don't deserve something. And I feel like there's this, whatever this is that's coming in, you are just ready to be the rebel, and you're just ready to do something that you're so passionate about that, you're making an emotional choice that, you know what, I don't care about any of this. I'm stepping forward. I'm stepping into something that just feels so free. You're breaking out of this cage, and you're, the 6 of Pentacles too is about, you know, the ratio of love. Like we feel like we have to give so much to get so little, and I feel like you're just knocking the little, literally they have the scales right here. You're just knocking those scales here off the table, and you're breaking out of the cage, and you're busting the cage up. And I just feel like you're at this point where there's just this desire so much in your heart to do something or be with someone or whatever it is, that you're just ready to let all these rules go that you felt have been restricting you for so long and holding you back for so long. So I really like this. I feel like you're on the verge again. It's just like, you know, the first time a child comes home with pink hair and the parents are like, "Oh my god." I just feel like you're at this point like, "I don't care. I'm gonna be me. I'm letting myself out." And I feel like that this is what is coming up like this week. I just feel like, is there something that breaks, the feather that breaks the camel's back? You're just like, "I've had it. I'm gonna be me." I don't almost feel like there's this energy that's coming in here, like that. And it could be in a specific area of your life or a specific friendship or relationship or whatever. But I just feel like there's something that you're just ready to bust out of because you're just tired of trying to be someone you're not, which I like. So that is what they have for you, Ms. P. So many blessings to you. And up next, we've got Silent Victory. Hello, hello. You want a general finance reading? All right, let's take a look here and see what does Spirit have for you for finances. What else? All right. All right. Well, there we go. So you do have this endings and new beginnings that are in here. Ending of old ways of thinking, old cycles, new beginnings. So, excuse me, you are going to have this change in your finances coming up here. You have the Queen of Pentacles, new birth. So going right in with the World card here. And there is this, new birth. Queen of Pentacles is abundance coming in. In the King of Swords. King of Swords, with this, there is some changing of your mindsets that comes in here. Because with this Ace of Swords, she sees things from a higher perspective. The king, they see things from way, way up above, from a different point of view, and they cut away their fears and their thoughts and their beliefs around things. So, since you're asking about finances, this change, this letting go of old cycles, old ways of thinking, old ways of focusing, and something that helps is like when we are focusing on what we might feel is missing from our life, then that grows. The missingness grows. The thing, we repel it further away from us. So if I'm focusing like, I don't have enough money, we have even less money. We have even less money because we're focusing on less. We're focusing on lack. Our energy just puts out this message to the universe. I enjoy lack. Well, give them some more. Give them some more of that. And it's like, nope, nope, nope. When we start focusing on what we're grateful for, what we do want to draw in, then that feeds that, and that gets bigger and that grows. So I kind of feel like the mindset is changing of what do I focus on with finances? What am I restricting to? Like, oh, all finances only can come in this way, and it has to come in this way, in this timing, from this location, when there's all this other opportunity that spirit can bring in finances and abundance for us. And if we let go, like they say, let go and let God, really trust timing and how and the how, the when, the why. It's like, I leave it to you. I trust you. I'm going to do what I can do on my side, but then I'm giving the rest up to you, and you can bring it in any way you want to. And so I feel like there's this change of how you're looking at finances that's coming in. So that is what they have for you right now, Silent Victory. So many, many blessings to you. All right, I do have a donation that was coming in over here. All right. Hey, Renee. You're so funny. All right. So, Arpita Kabi, you will be up next. So we will do that. You're very welcome. Very good. And Renee, don't forget you also have a free reading. So, because you were the winner, but so if you're waiting for big questions, I understand. But thank you for your donation for these questions. So we'll take a look here. So number one question. So how's the boss? How's the boss feeling? Let's take a look here. And then two, why doesn't why doesn't the wife like you? You're so funny. So let's take a look here. Yeah. So we do have, we've got the Three of Cups, which is joy and celebration. We have the Emperor, which the Emperor is very, they like their way, they like the way things are done, that type of thing. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups, you do pursue your passions, and so they see you, that you're someone who goes after what they love, and you express your passion, you express your emotion, you want to do things, and so I feel like on one hand they're happy with what you do, but on the other hand too they like things done their way, and I feel like you have a lot of passion with, again, you have a lot of great ideas, you like doing things, like I said, I feel like you're a go-getter, and they see that, um, but uh, I almost feel like sometimes I don't want to say the word intimidated. Um, it's not that you're intimidating. I just feel like sometimes, um, because you see things and you're able to come up with ideas in different ways, that sometimes it just challenges their inner worth. You know how when you can go somewhere and you're like, you have all these ideas and they haven't seen them in years, and they're like, "Wow, I didn't even notice that." And you're like, "Hey," like right away, "Hey, blah blah blah." I just feel like it maybe threatens them a little bit. So I kind of feel like that's what's coming in uh, from them, and and I don't feel like that the wife doesn't like you. Again, I just feel like because we've got the Three of Wands, I feel like feel like you're gonna. I think I got this before too. It's something like this where they feel like that you will be going somewhere else, and I kind of feel like they feel like this, that you have the Three of Pentacles too, which you this is like the unique, I'm trying to think of the word. It just does escape me. Being true to the authentic you. That's what I was thinking. That you stay true to you, that you generally don't like other people telling you what to do. And so you do things your own way, and sometimes you don't do things their way. That's where I feel like with them, like that other thing with the emperor is like, I like things my way, and so does the queen. The queen also likes things her way. And I feel like you like doing things your own way sometimes, and you don't do it exactly their way. But I also feel like she feels like you're going to be leaving, and I just feel like she just, I don't know if it was like, why did you waste our time? I feel like you're going to go somewhere anyway. And then sometimes I feel like she wishes you'd go away because you won't do things her way. But in the end, I mean, we've got the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Cups. I feel like she, if it comes across in any way, she's trying to live her own dream with the Nine of Cups, and she has emotional confusion on what her dream is. And I just kind of feel like this confusion, this stuff that's going on inside her, it just comes out. If someone doesn't like someone, then it's because they don't like themselves, right? Everyone is a mirror. So whatever someone else sees in someone else tells us about ourselves, right? Excuse me. So if she doesn't like you, there's something that she sees in you that she doesn't like in herself. Because there was this great, I want to read this to you. It's really quick. Yeah, because I read something and it said, if you see greatness in someone else, it's because you hold the quality of greatness within you. That's how the world mirrors ourselves for us, by seeing ourselves in others. Well, it also works the other way around, right? If someone sees something and us they don't like, it's because the universe is showing them a quality of themselves that they don't like, that they don't want to see. And so they're like, no, right? So, and the same thing goes if you feel like they don't like you, where are you possibly not feeling you like yourself, right? How are you feeling about yourself? So all the mirrors when we're looking at other people, how do they feel about me? How do they feel about me? How do they feel about me? As we say, a monkey looks in a mirror, it sees a monkey. And what are you seeing when you look in the mirror of them? That is a better use of your energy, is to see what are you seeing in the reflections, right? But so that is what is coming through. I don't feel like they don't like you. I just feel like they want you to obey everything, right? Yeah. Well, you're not intimidated. I mean, you're not intimidating. They are intimidated, you know. And I know. I was told that a lot too. That they're like, "You're so intimidating." And I'm like, "I am not. You're just intimidated." And that has nothing to do with me. You know? I'm like, I can't help it if you feel, if people feel low about themselves, that's when they feel intimidated because, they feel like there's something um that you can do that they can't. And you're just like, you know what? You can do it too. You just have to have the confidence, right? Exactly. So thank you again so much for your donation, and I look forward to your free reading when you fill up to it. There's no expiration date, so no pressure. If you're like, you know what, I want to wait, you can. I just wanted to remind you, just in case. But thank you again for your donation, and hang in there. Many, many blessings to you. All right, let's see. I left off with Arpita Kabi. You're my next rereading coming up. And so, May monthly reading. Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know about your May. So, there is this movement of, in the month of May, of how you look at yourself in relationship to the outside world. I feel like May is a month here of letting go some emotions that no longer serve you. And you're really stepping into your power of emotional choice in May, because the King of Pentacles teaches us when we look to the outside world to define us, we see how unstable it is. And so there's really this super reflective time that you're going into, but you come out of it feeling, I mean, literally on top of the world, just feel very solid in the foundation of who you are, realizing that, the Five of Cups tells us that we come down here to experience all the emotions. There's no wrong and no right emotion. They are just different experiences. And one of them is of fear, and it makes us feel limited and small and trapped, and all those emotions that are related to, feeling rejected, or the fear of losing a conditional love, right? Shaky, shaky love. And then there's emotions that we can feel down here related to unconditional love of above, which is with joy and laughter and gratitude, and we get to experience all of that. So neither's wrong, neither's right, but we came down here to feel those lower vibration so we can understand the higher ones. Like, we're in a place of constant joy on the other side. And when we don't realize it until we've experienced sadness here, and we're like, wow. So the depths that we go in sadness, the more the heights of joy that we understand, and also the depths of chaos, we understand the extent of peace and conditional love and unconditional love. So I feel like this is a month of really realizing that the emotions I felt are not wrong, but when I'm tired of feeling those emotions, which is where I feel you're at, you're just like, I'm just sick and tired of feeling that way. The lower vibration. I'm ready for some high vibration energy. And so you're making these changes and these choices, and I get to choose what emotion I feel in each moment. I don't have to feel that, even though I've been told you're supposed to feel that, you should feel that, you need to feel that, you have to feel that. You're like, no, I don't. People laugh at a funeral. Sometimes they do it out of, uh, that's how they react to, their fears and stuff. But some people choose a celebration and a joy in a funeral instead of it being sad stuff. It's like, no, we want it to be a celebration. We can choose to make it a celebration and not something that's devastating. That's the power we have. And I really feel like May is a month of you really realizing the power of emotional choice that you have within you. So that is what I feel is coming through. That's the big thing they want you to know right now, Arpita. So many, many blessings to you. All right. I'll continue moving down the list. And thank you so much, Felicia, for a reminder thank you all of you who have given the video a thumbs up. It does help the channel grow. It does help spread the Zen love to the world. So thank you for being part of the love tsunami. It's absolutely free. So it's something that everyone can do if you feel so inclined. And I greatly appreciate it if you do. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And I think here we are to Mira. So Mira, you want to know a May monthly. So let's take a look here and see what does Spirit wants you to know about May. And I'm sorry, just double check here. All right, very good. So for Mira, okay. All right. So I feel like here for the month of May, with the Page of Swords, this is new communication, new ways of thinking as well around a situation. What I feel like was a wish before turns into a weed. I like that. It's like something like you are changing your mind and you're changing your direction too. So with a combination of these two, that's what I feel like. It's like something that I thought was what I wanted to do and where I wanted to head. I'm changing direction. And you have the Lover's card too. So this can be about relationship and love that you're changing your mind. It's also the emotional choice card. So and that can also not be just about romance. It can be friendship or relationship with family or anything like that, any type of relationship. But it definitely is the power of choice card that comes into emotional choice. And that's what I feel like there is this changing of mind, this changing of direction that's coming in. But it's you here with the Three of Wands that's changing the direction. It's your mindset that's changing, not someone else's. And I feel like you're making a different choice, a different wish, kind of energy to it. So that's what's coming right now through you, Mira. So many, many blessings to you. All right, Princess Pinky, you will be the next free reading coming up here. And I'm just going to take a quick sip here. All right, Princess Pinky, messages from your Aquarius. You are brave, as I always say. What messages are the Aquarius bringing you? I say that for those of you that don't know, I am an Aquarius. So enter at your own risk. Wow. So there is this rebirth, death and rebirth, here. And with the combination of both of these, you have two major arcana. So this is a significant kind of alteration because the Emperor is Aries energy, and they're about new beginnings as well. And you've got the death and rebirth for new beginnings. And the Emperor here is this, energy of choosing that you get to choose. They're in their throne room. They're surrounded by individuals that just have all of this opinions of supposed to's and shoulds, and this is what should be for the kingdom, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like at some point, and I feel like this is Aquarius is like this Aquarius energy too, is it's time for you to put old things away, old ways of thinking, everyone's opinion, and it's time for you to decide what you want. And you have this rebirth. You get to decide. And the Aquarius energy comes through strong with that too. The old ways of thinking, the old ways of being, of living don't suit you anymore. It's time for you to be new, for you to have a rebirth, to head off and make decisions for you, not waiting around for anyone else, but that you get to decide what your life means, what you want to do, who you want to be with, all the stuff that we've been waiting and listening to everyone else's, opinions and all of that. In fact, I'm closing my blinds right now because it's all dark out. It's like it's time to close the blinds to everyone else. I'm choosing my viewpoint. I get to decide. And I feel like they're just really encouraging you to stand up. It's time for you to not be afraid of letting people down. You're the emperor of your life and you get to decide. I just feel like this is the energy that's coming through. So that's what they have for you, Princess Pinky, right now. So many blessings to you. That Aquarius, I tell you, they're rebels. They're rebels. You get to decide if you listen to them or not, but they definitely, that's their energy. All right. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. Up next, we have Devi Shri. Hello, hello. And you want to know where there will be positive changes in your life. All right, let's take a look here. See what Spirit wants you to know right now. All right. Well, I do see here with the Six of Wands, this is a positive change here. Six of Wands is about being seen, about reward and victory. They're getting the nectar and the flower. Fiery energy, so definitely there's this spark that comes from this and being recognized. And the Four of Cups here too, emotional stability that's coming into your life. So if you felt like your emotions have been all over the place, there is this emotional stability that's coming in here. It's because you're being offered new love in your life. And it can be from the outside world, but more likely it's coming from spirit. It's about connecting to the higher realms, because normally you'll see like three cups and someone's really bored at getting the same type of love that they had in the outside world. And there's just this um refreshing new love that's being offered, because normally then there's an ace of cups being offered by the hand of spirit, that allows us to see the love that we're looking for we actually find within our own heart. The outside love, if it fills us up at all, is very short lived. Usually say it's like American Chinese food. You eat it and you're hungry an hour later. It's like, this isn't fulfilling. And I feel like this is what is coming in here. Um, is that there's this, um, you're being seen by spirit, but you're being seen in the world too. And so you're having recognition for what you've done, the processing that you've done of emotions and any inner work is being seen, but you're also, because the higher your love vibration is going up inside of you, it's attracting a different type of person to you as well. So that's where I feel like you're becoming brighter and brighter and lighter, and that's drawing different someone new towards you. But as you are expanding your self-love, that's what's drawing them in, not doing what you've always did and getting all those, who you've always gotten. So that is what I feel, this positive change that's coming in your life, and you're just going to be able to see things differently, as well, through this process. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what they have coming through right now for you, Devi. So many blessings to you. Felicia, please make the broken situation even worse. You're funny. All right, Mars, you are up next. And what does the universe want you? Let's see. Oh, why? I can read maybe. Why does the universe want you to wait on M? All right, let's take a look here. What is the delay about? All right. Well, the devil card here is about cutting away thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, which will allow for a balanced heart and mind. I feel like now things would be way out of balance, and there's some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets in both of you that go all the way back to childhood about what a relationship is supposed to be, who they're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be, blah, 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 blah. All these restricted things, this web that would just catch you, and it doesn't allow you to have this freedom, and the relationship would end up so that's directly from spirit. Um, but this King of Cups offers this balance of emotion with the mind, and it's very smooth sailing. Yeah. So um, if you wait, there's smooth sailing. If not, then you get trapped in a web and eaten by a giant spider. That's kind of like what they're showing the difference is it's worth the wait because there's stuff that is being cleared out, and it will change. It will change a relationship that you have, and it might even change the desire to have a relationship with them. Because I feel like with this stuff falling away, then it's like, oh, I really that doesn't interest me anymore. Or it's like, oh, wow, things mesh together so much better. So I feel like that's the smooth sailing. It's either it creates a great fit because the stuff that keeps it from being a great fit is being adjusted to where it just bonds, or it's like, you know, a rock and scissors. This just doesn't work. So you're like, yeah, why am a rock trying to be with paper? It's like, I'm gonna go find something else. So I feel like it's definitely for you, but there's the figuring out of these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve you or them. And it's the giving you the time to get rid of those things and to process those things. Otherwise, it's going to be doing what we've always did and getting what we've always gotten. So that's what's coming through, Mars. So many blessings to you. Hey, Jessica, Crow's Nest. Good to see you. And how does Chris S feel about you in this moment right now? Let's take a look here and see what's the current 411. Let's take a look here. Oh my gosh, we just put that back in and it came right back out. So you got two major arcana here, and the judgment is this. You know, usually it's called to a higher place, but double X is double endings, double new beginnings, and we have the devil card, which is again all about there's so much stuck in their mind about supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos. I just feel like their mind is bogged down with so many expectations, so many fears that it almost makes them um want to give up. And I just feel like they constantly want to give up. And not just with, interactions with relationships. I just feel like not that they're necessarily like suicidal or anything like that. I don't mean it to that extent. I just feel like the pressure becomes too much very fast and they just want to let things go. And so they stop trying. It's like I feel like they've been beat up so much all their life growing up that whatever they did was never good enough. And if they set a goal, someone set a goal from them and they'd almost get it, it would constantly move. They never got to have like good, good going, a pat on the back, support. They constantly fail over and over and over again throughout their entire life. And it's great that they're at this point, because when they get sick and tired enough, which is what the devil shadow card does, it rattles our cage enough where we're like, screw all these rules, blah, I'm going to stop trying and I'm just going to be me. That's freedom. I'm going to stop trying. Okay, I'm going to try again. I'm going to stop trying. Okay, I'm going to try again. When we get to the point where we're tired of that, then that's when we just bust out of the cage and go, I'm done. And I feel like that's where they're headed towards. But I just feel like, with those cards, that they just feel like a failure. And I don't feel, like, when you're like, what do they feel about me? I just feel like they always are looking at, how is everything making me feel? And like, when they look at someone, it's not so much like, oh, how do I feel about them? It's like, how is that making me feel about me? If that makes sense. It's not quite narcissistic, but I just feel like they've been so beat up. Maybe it is a little narcissistic, but it just feels like they have this constant, I need to check and see who I am, and because I feel like I'm failing all the time. So it's always about self-analysis, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm feeling coming through, Crow's Nest. So hopefully that makes sense. But I know, what can we do? Send love, send love, send love, send love, because that's something that they got to figure out for themselves. All right. Many blessings to you. Hang in there, Jessica. All right. I think I'm down to always victory. So, hello, hello. You want to know, do your guides expect you to finish the entire book before you can move forward with the information you received today? You really need to do more hands on research before finishing. Okay, let's take a look here. So, do your guides expect you to finish the entire book before moving forward? Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I think they do. Because you got the death and the rebirth. So it has to finish before it has to end before it begins, right? And we've got this, Queen of Wands here, which the Queen of Wands is about, you have the energy, you have the power, you have the ability, you have the connection to spirit too. And the Knight of Cups is movement of emotion. So it's like your heart moves, your energy and your emotions move. But the Queen of Wands is someone who has the ability, they put their energy to it, they can get it done. But I kind of feel it does, because it's like it has to die before something begins. So something has to end before the new beginning. So basically what you're saying there, right? So I'm like, okay. That they're funny. Your guides are funny. You're like, they're hilarious. Ha ha ha. Pow. All right. Within the week. Well, that Queen of Wands says you have the power. You have the power. Uh yeah, Queen of Swords, balance your heart and your mind. You have the ability. This is she rules over writing, right? And communication. So they're like, you rule over it. You just have to balance your heart and your mind. Um, and you've gotten it. Yeah. So I feel like that's them saying you have the ability to do it. They're saying you're the queen. You're the queen of writing. So you got it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. So I like it. They are funny. All right. So many blessings. Hang in there. Enjoy that always victory. You got it. You got it. All right. Let me just take a look here. I think we're good. Oh, you're welcome, LA. Very good. Very good. All right. So we're actually to the end of the list for this evening, just to make sure everyone knows, of course, that I do have a weekly giveaway, and here is the link to that. I'm actually changing it from a 1 hour reading I'm giving away to two 30-minute readings. So two people have the opportunity to win. And I also mentioned in there a monthly giveaway. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in possibly winning some free person recorded reading. It does have to do with the monthly readings I put out for each individual zodiac sign. And if you haven't checked out your April monthly reading, be sure to check that out. It's all free right there. And I did put out a new pick a card today because I do put out one once a week, at least one a week. And this one's about the Aries new moon solar eclipse that we have coming up. And of course, the sun moves into Taurus like tomorrow. So happy birthday to all you Tauruses. And also, we are going full blown into the Mercury retrograde. And so, this pick a card is what are they bringing you? What is all this energy bringing you? So, if you want to check any of those out, I also have a ton of pick a card readings on my main page. So, if you click on my name, bruddaZEN Mystic Tarot, you can see it, and there's all my playlist on there. So, that is what we have. So, we're going to go ahead and close down this evening's. I am here Wednesday through Sunday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and then also Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. I will return tomorrow evening. So thank you guys again for all the thumbs up that you give the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thank you being part of the love tsunami, and always blown away by everyone's hunger and thirst for spirit. So thank you guys for being here, your senses of humor, especially, and all the love I feel from you guys. So thank you again for being here. And yeah, just know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you guys are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, let me stand up and say, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're out in the world. And until I see you again, much love to you. And you guys take care. We'll see.